Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to welcome everyone to the Bayshore Tea Party Group headquarters. My name is Barbara Gonzalez. I'm the founder of the Bayshore Tea Party Group. And to my right here, I have Helene Henkel, who's a volunteer with us and a member of the Bayshore Tea Party Group also. And to my left, I have Leanne Bilou, who's a member of a volunteer with the Herman Cain campaign. And over here is Robert Gordon, who is the co-founder of the Bayshore Tea Party Group, and Mark Falzon, who is the president of the Jersey Shore Tea Party Patriots. I'd also like to welcome the gentlemen of the press and everyone that's here from both groups and guests of ours that come here for the announcement today. October 19th, 2011, Middletown, New Jersey. After conducting a poll of the membership, the Bayshore Tea Party Group and the Jersey Shore Tea Party Patriots are happy to announce that as a group, we have decided to endorse Herman Cain for President of the United States in the 2012 election cycle. Our groups have researched the platforms of the various Republican candidates and have come to the conclusion that Herman Cain is the one candidate that best represents the values of the Tea Party movement for the following reasons. The acronym T, which stands for Taxed Enough Already, is the driving emphasis of our conservative movement. Mr. Cain's 999 plan will reform the current tax code, which has been used by politicians to pick winners and losers, to dole out favors, and divide our country along socio-economic class warfare. Our current economic crisis requires bold action to truly stimulate the economy and American prosperity. The 999 plan is fair, is simple, transparent, and efficient. Mr. Cain's more than 40 years experience in the private sector as a no-nonsense business leader who has turned around struggling companies is exactly what America needs to correct the many problems facing our country. Mr. Cain has balanced budgets, created jobs, and rescued failing companies, and his policies will do the same for the United States of America. Mr. Cain has the experience necessary to correct the problems facing our country of a faltering economy, high unemployment, and regressive tax system. We believe it is time to stop trusting politicians to fix the problems they have caused. While Herman Cain has not held political office, he has proven his problem-solving abilities by leading failed businesses out of bankruptcy and into financial success. America needs solutions, and Mr. Cain is the only candidate offering a platform that will work. Lastly, we here at the Bayshore Tea Party Group and Jersey Shore Tea Party Patriots have decided to publicly endorse Herman Cain in an effort to encourage other Tea Party members, conservatives, and independents to join us in the fight to restore American exceptionalism. Thank you very much.
Barbara, you said you surveyed. Was it overwhelming? Was it close?
Yes,
Did anybody else get votes? Can you give us a breakdown at all?
It was overwhelming. We decided to take a vote within our group, and it was overwhelming, and the Jersey Shore Tea Party Patriots did the same. And there are people that are non-members that have called the office and called us and said, please, it's time to do this. I think you should do this. And this is the candidate that we all, as you can see in the polls, the conservative movement, he seems to be the candidate of choice.
Have you reached out to the Cain campaign, or have they reached out to you? Has there been any communication in the last day or two?
On a volunteer basis, yes. We have Helene Henkel here, who is volunteering as for the campaign, and also Leanne Bilou, that we have signed up to be volunteers, and some other members here of the Bayshore and Jersey Shore Tea Party groups.
We got any indication if he'll come to New Jersey?
Yes, we have. It's in the works. It's in the works, and we're hoping. Yeah, there are other places he has to go that are very important, but I think he'll be here. I think when he sees the enthusiasm that the Tea Party groups here in New Jersey have, it would be a nice rally that we can have for him here.
Barb, have you gotten a sense from any of the other Tea Party groups in New Jersey if they are thinking along the same lines of endorsement that you and Jersey Shore Tea Party Patriots have gone?
I would hope so, and I hope that we are, by doing this, it's a bold move, because you have to stand up to what you believe in, and I think as a bold move, I hope that it does encourage other groups to. I think sometimes people tend to hesitate and not think that it might be the right thing to do. But we're hoping that after they see what our groups here have done, that they would be encouraged to do the same thing, because he's actually needs our help. He needs financial support at this time. Being where he is in the polls, it's an indication that he is very popular with the conservative movement, but he does need financial support, and I think that's why it's a good idea for us, the grass movements, to support him.
How would you typify the attitude, or at least your attitude, if you can't speak for anybody else, toward Romney, who's the other co-leader in the polls, if you will?
Well, actually, if somebody else also, if Bob would like to speak about that, I know
you just got drafted.
We all have a little, some of our deeper passions, and I think that comes with a good explanation of certain things.
I think one of the questions you asked earlier, Brian, was about the results of our poll, and yes, other candidates did get votes. It wasn't significant in comparison to Herman Cain. One of the things that we're concerned about is Mr. Romney's track record. Many of the things that he's expressed run counter to what the Tea Party generally expresses. And we think that the Republican establishment is working very hard to bring Mr. Romney to the nomination against the wishes of the general Republican groups, not only in New Jersey but across the country. And I think that that the fact that they've come out so soon in supporting Mr. Romney is reflective of Mr. Cain's popularity and their attempt to keep him from getting the nomination. So we feel that we have to stand up and suggest that there are good candidates out there that fare well against Mr. Romney, and Mr. Cain is the leader at this stage.
Bob, if I may ask, in traditional politics, I don't know if that's a dirty word or not, but in traditional politics, all of the candidates are pledged to support whoever wins, which would apply to Romney.
Yes.
If Cain were to win, one would expect that Romney would support Cain.
Yes.
Are you prepared, if Cain were to lose to Romney, to then support Mr. Romney despite your concerns?
I think in view of the condition of the country and the direction of the country, that if Mr. Romney gained the nomination, that I would support him.
And
I don't think that he's the best candidate at this stage, and therefore we're working for candidates that we believe are better candidates than Mr. Romney.
Barbara, do you want to add?
Well, I'm an eternal optimist, so I try to think that when that happens, I'd be better able to answer such a question, because I believe that when we're making such a bold move, we really believe in something and we can make it happen. So I don't think along what if. I like to forge ahead what we believe in.
Barb, at the debate last night, Cain took a pretty heavy shelling from the other candidates, specifically for his 999 plan. Do you folks have any reservations about that plan? Do you wholeheartedly support it? Are there any aspects of it that you're not pleased with? Could you fill us in?
I think that, as most people are, it's that third 9 that people have question about. They do have to realize that there are the other 2 9s that have to be looked at. The best thing to do, of course, is do research on it, not to just make up things that the taxes are being raised and that's it. You have to look at the other details. You have to look at the details. And I was thinking, as Michelle Bachmann said, the devil's in the details. I say, well, no, the explanation is in the details, and the details are in the details. So I've asked many accountants. My husband happens to be an accountant. There are many accountants that actually volunteered to work for the Cain campaign through me. And in listening to them, there are so many details that even Herman Cain and a debate couldn't possibly be able to cover. But the best thing to do is look it up, look into it, go to his websites, look up the 99. You could Google 999 at this point and get a million things. There are calculators you can use to actually put in the information and get the answer. So if the sales tax is an issue, I'm sure as a businessman who's been so successful, if it is an issue, if it is, he would be able to tweak or figure it out, and I have faith in that by his track record that he can do such a thing.
So you don't see it necessarily as the end-all be-all. You
Oh,
think
no.
it as a starting point more than the
Well-
absolute.
Well, I think he means it as a starting point as well. I think he's saying it's a stepping stone into into that direction of the current tax code.
Because I did see, if I can follow up on that, I did see one analysis, if I remember right, incomes between $50,000 and $75,000 for 75% of those in that income group would see an increase in total tax liability of around between $4,000 and $5,000 on average.
Are you using the current tax code, or are you using all the information?
Over
Herman
what
Cain-
they're paying now, over what they're
Right,
paying
but
now.
that's what his, the 999 plan, first of all, is totally uprooting the current tax code. It's a brand-new tax code, and it is a phase one. So if you look at his website, it has phase one and phase two.
Right, I have seen that. Okay.
What do you folks think of the Occupy Wall Street movement that's going on over there?
Getting a lot of attention, aren't they?
I'm sure we all.
May I?
Jump in.
Yes, please, Mark Felzon from the Jersey Shore Tea Party Patriots.
As far as the Occupy Wall Street, it looks to us that there are many decent, normal, concerned Americans within that group. Of course, we all know that there are radical leftists and an overabundance of misfits included, but there are genuine, sincere Americans in that movement, and they have to be reached out to, and their concerns have to be addressed.
I believe that, they're.
I also wanted to point out that the Jersey Shore Tea Party Patriots voted with a ratio of 4-1 to support Herman Cain, with all the other candidates equaling the 1 and Herman Cain acquiring 4 times as many votes. And I also wanted to point out, I'm a Tea Party Democrat, and I wanted to ask all reasonable Democrats out there to also please support Herman Cain.
Just curious, did Romney get any votes at all?
He got a few,
Yeah,
yes.
he
She did
did.
get a hand?
Yes.
Not in mine.
Not in yours?
Not in our group, no.
Okay.
And Ron,
You must
Romney
have
and
some
Ron
of those Democrats
Paul.
in your organization.
Yeah, we have.
No, well, our Tea Party's predominantly Republicans, like the Tea Party movement. We do have some Democrats and some Libertarians as well.
Yes,
I
Libertarians.
believe we are reflective of the overall Tea Party movement. And again, Ron Paul and Romney were the runners-up.
How many members would you consider your two groups to have?
We have over 1,000.
Over
I'd like to
1,000
say,
and-
yeah.
About 500.
About 500.
Will you guys be reaching out to any of the other Tea Parties following, in the days and weeks following this presser? You'll be reaching out to them to see
Yes,
what the
some-
general consensus is?
Some Tea Party groups still felt that it was too soon, and I felt that in order to keep the ball in the air for Herman Cain, this is something we had to do, especially since the Republicans are coming out to endorse Mitt Romney kind of soon. In order to keep Herman Cain above water, well, we have to keep, he needs financial support and our support, so we thought that it was a good time to do this. And we hope that soon they will join us in this. And again, this was in hopes of having across the country, not just New Jersey, but all the conservatives and independents, Tea Party groups, we can do this. We've done it before, and we can do this. And we can show that when we believe in someone, and we're the people, we're the ones that ultimately make that vote. So we're the ones that should be dictating the message. So I'm hoping that they do. I'm hoping that this starts a wave.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.